Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Flockers. Flockers is a new game in early access on Steam from Team 17, who I think most people will know for the Worms franchise. So, it is only available for Windows. I don't know if that's planning to change, but that's what it's available for now, so just to keep that in mind. It is available for $15, which I think is a pretty good deal. So let me kind of just jump right in here. I should mention right off the bat, there is a community thing, but I'm playing this literally a few hours before it, after it came out, so there aren't any community levels yet, or there might be if I go into Workshop, but there is a level editor, so that's good to know. Besides that, there are 25 levels in the game now, and considering the first world here, if I go over here, the first world has 20 levels, 3 worlds planned in total, so I would guess about 60 levels total. But, of course, that will be largely extended due to the user levels being created. So, that is kind of the nice thing about it. There's going to be a ton of levels to play by the end here, and I'm just going to run through the first 4, or well, maybe the first 3 or so levels. I've played through like the first 4 or 5 levels now. Spent maybe about half an hour with the game, and as you can see, this may look somewhat familiar. And that is because it should kind of look familiar. This is essentially kind of a modern version of Lemmings, which I would assume many people have played at some point or another. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have various abilities, most of which are taught in this particular level, that we need to use to kind of get through. So, we are starting with, we were able to place a block and have a sheep kind of take the place in that block. Now we've got the jump ability. I do like that there's kind of an area select, which is very helpful because sometimes we want to give the jump ability to basically everyone. And I should mention before we get too far into here, it is alpha, so there has been, some minor issues, some slowdowns, some kind of framiness sometimes. We're getting a little bit of that now, and I think that's partially because I'm recording. But nothing too bad, but just in case there are any bugs, as always, being that it's alpha, being that it's early access, this is not representative of the final product. Okay, and finally we have the explosion. And the way that this game kind of works is that you are, as far as I know, you can't get through these levels without losing some sheep. That's kind of like a big part of it, is that you're going to lose sheep. So, and there are extra things to get in each level, so I actually lost a ton of sheep in that one, but that's okay. So that's kind of a good kind of look at some of the basics of the game. So now we're going to get into a couple more difficult levels, and the game does get difficult pretty fast. So that is something to keep in mind here. It doesn't really pull any punches as far as difficulty. We are going to be jumping in to some situations where if you were to make a mistake early on and use a piece that you shouldn't have, you can potentially screw up the rest of the level for yourself, which... Okay, so that is, I should mention, one of my gripes right now is kind of the controls for the camera. It's supposed to be WASD, but sometimes I get issues where, like, so A should take me left, and then randomly sometimes A will make the camera go to the right. And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't quite read as accurately as I would like. So, I don't know, I guess that's one thing that I want to see maybe fixed. And it sometimes has issues, just like with being able to determine where it wants the camera to be for the most part. Like, it doesn't always want to give me the choice, I guess I should say. It seems... Oh, I guess that's how we would get that stuff. So there is an extra sheep every level to try and get And I guess if I really wanted, I could try and go get that. So let's see if we can do that. Oh my gosh, see the camera here is like just really messing with me. So I did get it, that's cool. I actually haven't gotten one of those before. And basically what we're doing is we are creating weight here, which will allow us to lower this platform. And then of course, oh my gosh, the camera is... Maybe I'll just scroll to the edge of the screen. Like I said, that's basically my only gripe with the game right now is the camera controls are a little finicky right now. But again, I'm sure that is something that will be worked out. So I actually saved most of the sheep there. That was really good. And then your stars are determined by various things. Basically, it's your point total. Wow, I moved up 50 places from my last score. Nice. So let's see. So like the sheep saved gives us a bunch of points for each sheep. The time bonus is how much time we had left. Abilities left, of course, is how much of our abilities we had left. And then the golden fleece for finding the golden sheep. So that's kind of how you're going to build your score. And of course there is kind of a leaderboard aspect to this. Also, sorry about the loading screen there every time. It's always a little finicky, but again, early access, that stuff will get fixed, I am sure. Especially considering the team behind the game. I definitely trust Team 17. I've enjoyed basically every game they've done in the past, so I would not expect any different from this. So this level caused me a lot of grief earlier. This is the first one where like mistakes can really... Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to restart there, actually. So I just, like, slightly placed that wrong, so... I will restart, and this will probably be the last level I show off. Also, as you can see, it doesn't always tell us where to place things. It starts kind of leaving us to make our own decisions, which I think is good. It does, you know, 3 or 4 levels of kind of showing us everything. I'm not really sure what that was about. Might have been a little glitch. That's okay. So basically we made a little bridge there. A little staircase, I guess. If I was going to have another grape, I believe that we can't, we can't like use abilities while paused. And I don't know if that's on purpose or not. But it would be nice to be able to use abilities while it's paused. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna lose a few sheep there. I was trying to kind of get ahead of the game there, I guess. But there we go, and then this teleporter will take us somewhere, and this is where I first really started noticing the camera problems. Okay, drop that there, so we don't lose a bunch of sheep. And go. And then the hope is that I will be able to get everyone through this without losing any sheep. Oh my gosh, camera again. So yeah, I'm gonna stop mentioning the camera here. As far as like the other stuff, so as you can see, I mean the gameplay is really good, even in the state that it's in. I've definitely enjoyed the game so far, and you know I'm excited to see where they go with it. Okay, there we go. So that part was really tricky the first time. Okay, again, please, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna lose a lot. Yeah, I don't know really what you can do there, but that's okay. So yeah, this was a section where I had to restart a couple times as well, because if you go down here, this is the next section here, and we actually need 3 of these. I ended up using one of these before I got down here, and I need 3 so that I can climb up. As far as I know, that's what I need. Maybe you could do it with 1 if you just put it there, but I'm gonna play it safe. do what I know works rather than experiment. Yeah, I mean, as far as other stuff though, I think that the sound effects and the music and stuff is all really, really good. I've definitely enjoyed all of that so far. You know, I think there's a lot of good sound design here. Pretty classic, like Worms style sound, where, you know, a lot of it is just about funny noises, things like that, like the sheep reacting to things. And then I think the art is really, really good as well. I've definitely enjoyed the art so far. I do like that there is a leaderboard to the game, as well as the level editor. I think that's going to help really kind of lengthen the game, but I would say that even in early access, this is a really polished product as is. You know, there's a couple things to kind of add some extra polish to here and there, but otherwise, like, it's really well done already. I'm definitely enjoying it, having a good time with it, and I absolutely think that it's worth purchasing now. This is the kind of game that I feel like early access is made for. You know, you can purchase now, help shape things, as well as just play the levels that are here and help test those, as well as start enjoying the user-created content. I think this is a really great system for user-created content. But I think that is where I'm going to leave this video off. So, as always, of course, there will be a link in the description to where you can purchase this for yourself. And I would say that if you like games like this, if you're a fan of Lemmings, if you are a fan of kind of puzzling aspects with a game like this, then I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's really, really good. So, that is where I will leave this one off. So, as always, feel free to leave comments if there's anything that you would like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos every single day, and if you liked my look at flockers, then please do consider clicking the like button, because that helps me out a lot. So, with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.